มีบ้างก็ดีกลับมาสู่รอบที่2ครับเกมที่3ฮุสตันนะครับวันนี้เราความยากเราฟังฮอลล์ออฟเฟมทุกคนรู้นะครับฮอลล์ออฟเฟมหักสุดนะครับที่เป็นฮอลล์ออฟเฟม
showing love, break it down, didn't know the ropes. Now he calling my phone, talking about you. Yeah, it was you. Talk about it, so we gon' find out. Everybody, when we ride out, jump out. Still in it, now we don't hide out. Sell it back to you, but try something. Then it's not about it. Laugh in your face like ha ha. Ran off on him.
ไม่มีรอนโดไม่มีเจอาร์รอนโดเจ็บอยู่เจอาร์ไม่มีรู้ทำไมเจอาร์
I'm back on my feet. I got that for the cheap. Everybody come shop with me, cause I done.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Houston, Texas. Big game 3 of the Western Conference semifinal.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. And for the Rockets, Brandon Gordon are out on the wing. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Now here's Westbrook over LeBron. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight as well as the style of play.
Gordon for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Gordon has always been a lethal perimeter shooter. When he gets a clean look, he doesn't hesitate pulling the trigger.
And the Rockets building their offense around the 3 ball. What will that approach look like if they ever want to make a championship run? There's got to be more to it than just the 3-point shot.
You would think. They've been playing the math, and the math says volume of threes and percentages, and eventually it's going to come in your favor.
You believe that's the way to win?
I think it's the way to succeed during the regular season. We saw with Toronto, especially in the Toronto-Milwaukee series. Toronto was playing those same averages, and then Van Vliet got hot, and a couple of guys started making threes, and all of a sudden they win that series. So that's a case of it did work. But I still think you need to know what you're doing when everything slows down. And we saw the Rockets 2 years in a row, like famously when they missed 27 threes. Those threes get a lot tougher when it's a game 7, you're tired, the other team's used to you, and the nerves are coming in, and that basket suddenly looking a little smaller. What's your plan B?
Phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. It's Westbrook with the drive, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on LeBron James.
Clearly a foul.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game. And both free throws good for Westbrook. Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
still young
25 this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. I like to watch the running styles. And the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares. And he's really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's all.
The drive by James McGee. That one goes in. McGee's got his second basket of the game.
An elite passer at his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
For 3, Westbrook. Rebounded by the Lakers.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
McGee finds Brook, and LeBron with the basket, the assist by Davis. Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do, because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, you know, it's just smoking hot and humid. And so the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway. But, there's nothing like being in Boston when something good's happening, like Celtics making an NBA playoff run.
เป็นต้นนะครับแบบนี้ยากไหมก็ไม่ยากไม่ง่ายเนาะตัวที่ปิดดีๆเนาะตัวที่ปิดดีๆก็มีคันโซ่มอร์ตันทักเกอร์แล้วก็คือตัวก็มอริสตัดลี่เดี๋ยวก็เอาลงเนาะ
Everyone's making a cup run. The Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, or the Saturday before the Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like LA.
It formed you as a professional.
Absolutely.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Here's Clemens, and it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
Now here's McLemore outside. No good on that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
Here's Carroll after the basket by Los Angeles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Rockets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. No good on the second free throw. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 16-7 run.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
1:06 left in the first quarter. Timeout called the Rockets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Here is House. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He lobs it up.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Oh, Kuzma's in position. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. No good on the shot. Lakers leading by 9. Tucker, the pass to Kuzma. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
On deep, McLemore, and the 3-ball is good.
That's the kind of player McLemore is. He's always thinking of shooting as soon as he gets the ball off the pass.
Pass to Morris. Banked in off the glass.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right. They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just
and so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to...
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. If you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got Ben McLemore. Jamari Carroll is out. It's Clemens in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to McLemore. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book.
That's a great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award. Because certain teams just have these guys good at pointing, they're good at fist pumping, first guy during the timeout running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
All of it, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really
into it.
Affect the game.
And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet he was. Wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from satellite. Yeah, this all starts with...
I love it, too. Don't you? I love the fact we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks. And one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back three that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, you know? And I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the way the American style.
100% agree.
They really, guys move without the ball, give and go, and it's not just like clear out, I'm up.
Yeah. And Tucker has it in the corner. No good with the triple.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Dudley's shot is good. Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say we're... LeBron James. Dwight Howard. Davis. Caldwell Pope. Green. Working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like, the next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should be?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next. But taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Harden can't hit.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And a special thanks to our guest, Bill Simmons. Always a compelling discussion, and I hope we can continue.
Please, I'm available. Just call me. I'm ready.
We will. There's your number right here.
Yes, you have my number.
You know, Greg, Bill Simmons has worn so many hats as a writer, a podcaster, a broadcaster. Now, it's nice to let him wear one more on our broadcast.
He's been successful for a reason, Kevin. There's a fearlessness, but also great humor in his perspective. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Not many folks thought that Tucker would have success as an NBA three-point shooter. He's proven all of them wrong. He's got good range.
But they recover it. Here's Davis again, Los Angeles.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Houston with it. Down by 15. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Love how Harden attacks the basket when he's close by. Just relentless in finding ways to get himself to the line.
Harden hits them both. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. LeBron passes to Davis. And Davis throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And a deep 3 from Harden. And the last second attempt. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, there's a definite postseason buzz. Looking at the Lakers, we're only 2.5 games into this series, but it's already looking like they've booked their place in the next round. Up 2-0 with a huge lead tonight. They are in the driver's seat. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I'll tell you, Anthony Davis every year has improved his skill level. Much more comfortable from three-point range now. Much better ball handling.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan.
16 แต้มเพราะฉะนั้นเราจะไม่ปล่อยให้เขายิง3เด็ดขาดเปลี่ยนตัวก่อนนะเอาสำรองลงนะแต่มันน่าจะเอาหาเด่นลงอยู่นะเพราะฉะนั้นเราจะเอาใครลงดีคาริโซ่กีนะลงแป๊บนึงแล้วกันกีก็มอริสอยู่ในนี้เอาทักเกอร์ลงก่อนแล้วกันฮอตตันเนี่ยไปจับแล้วก็นี่เหลือพิเตอร์กับคุกเนาะเอาคุกไปก่อนแล้วกัน
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. We've got Cook, Jared Dudley out there at JaVale McGee, and it's Caruso in at the 2. Covington kicks to Westbrook. Harden outside. 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot up. Gordon for 3. The rebound by Cook.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Gordon for 3. He can't hit that time. Lakers leading by 16. And he lobs it up toward the rim. He can't get it to go.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. He's just trying to settle things down.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Caruso. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the line for him here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Outside Gordon. Kicks to Tucker. Fires for 3. Hangs home the trifecta. Tucker's got 6 points.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
Here's Caruso. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on James Harden. For Los Angeles, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Rockets trail by 14. In the corner, it's McLemore. Now here's Carroll. He's guarded closely. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Now the pass to Clemens. A floater rebounded by Dudley.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to launch the shot.
The Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Rivers. The Rockets again can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 15. Horton Tucker. The pass to Cook. Lets the 3 fly, and the Lakers get it back. And it's McGee with the jam.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice it.
Passes it to House. Rivers looking over the floor. Sinks the 3-pointer. 5 points.
เวลานอกเลยเปลี่ยนตัวด่วนฟินคุกไม่ไหวซะแล้วเขาเรียกพบกรีนอยู่ไหนนะกรีนอยู่นี่เหรออันนี้กรีนก็เหนื่อยแล้วเอาไว้ฮัตลี่
in the game.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Houston moving the ball around, and there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Carroll. They get a hand on it, doubled by Howard. To the paint, here's Rivers. Count it.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Carroll against LeBron. And Howard with the stop.
This is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Houston making a switch. Here is House. He's guarded by Davis. Rivers can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 14. And Green gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his third foul of the game. Rivers kicks to McLemore. Pass to House. Back to McLemore. 6 to shoot. The pass to Rivers. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Houston making some changes. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Daniel House. James Harden comes in for Ben McLemore. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Rivers. LeBron against Harden. James looking it over. And the dunk by James.
You give James a lane to the basket, he's going to dunk it hard. Amazing watching him just glide through the air.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's an 18-point game. LeBron with some nice D.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Another miss by Houston. Stolen by Tucker. Gordon with no one around. Hands it from downtown. Gordon's got 6.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double. And a quick look now at the State Farm. Assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Albert Covington out there with Gordon, and it's Tucker in at the 5.
Solid recognition from the center. Howard is intelligent at taking advantage of these opportunities.
Rockets trail by 16, and it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. In the corner, Harden. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And here's Los Angeles. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Bobbed up there for Howard. No good that time.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Westbrook rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really. Not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Kuzma inside, defended by Gordon.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's Harden with the drive, softly drops in the floater. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
As great as he is at creating for his teammates, Harden is even better at creating for himself. His dribble moves are insane.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Caruso. Right at the free throw line, kept alive. Howard kicks to Kuzma. Buries it from three-point range. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
Yeah. Now he's starting to do good work beyond the arc. I mean, had a drive first half, but now they're far.
Caruso, the pass to Morris. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Look, Morris has run the pick and roll thousands of times. He knows where to slash after setting the screen.
And here's Harden for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Oh, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this. They all are firmly entrenched in the era of the free ball.
And Howard with the stuff.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And Craig, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back.
And here's Harden for 3. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
In many ways, he feels like he's playing his best ball right now when you talk about LeBron James.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Here's Harden, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. LeBron against Harden, and it's McGee with the jam.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Rockets have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. And Davis sends it back. A nice shot by Tucker. Lakers leading by 8. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
The Rockets shooting 43% from the floor. Harden against Green. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, that's just fantastic concentration by Harden. Taking the hit like a champ. Draining the shot.
Caldwell Pope pass to Davis. Again, the Lakers.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they played for one another out there. No signs of selfishness, just a total team effort.
Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. And it's slammed in by Davis.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
He's feeling it. Not enough on that one as it misses. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Westbrook. Houston moving the ball around. It's House outside.
And Caldwell Pope just has unreal timing on defense. If you put up something soft, he's going to send it back.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-0. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as...
All right, David, thank you. Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Greg...
ปิดอีกไม่อยู่อ่ะโอ้โห24 แต้มอยู่23ไม่อยู่เหมือนกันสู้กันได้เนาะโอ้แต่มันลง16 นาทีเลยวะเหมือนลงน้อยแต่ก็ลงเยอะโอ้พีเจทักเกอร์น่าสงสารจัดเยอะนะตัวจริงเลยก็ขอบคุณนะครับที่รับชมครับเจอกันใหม่เกมหน้านะครับนี่ก็เหมือนกับเลเกอร์นำไป 3-0 เลยนะครับขอบคุณที่รับชมครับเจอกันใหม่คลิปหน้าครับขอบคุณครับ